Hello, it is I are Smart. All right, so yeah, it's 2020 now, and just so you know, I'm actually pre-recording this. I'm recording this on a Friday. I'm gonna try and put it up on Sunday like I normally do. But yeah, today is it's actually a Friday for me, but you'll see this on Sunday, I hope. I'm going away for the weekend, so yeah, I want to make sure I get a video out because I've been wanting to do this. Today, I'm gonna be doing a review of uh The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. It's kind of blurry. I don't know if you can see that very well. But regardless, it's on my phone here. You know what The Mandalorian is. It's that show on Disney Plus that has Baby Yoda in it. Yeah. So I'm gonna be reviewing it, doing my thoughts on it. Um, yeah. Um, kind of unrelated, but I've just heard some news that there's probably gonna be a World War III. So that's a great way. We're literally 3 days into the 2020s, and there's already going to be a World War III. So clap it up for world politics. Yeah, if you haven't heard, basically Trump killed some guy in Iran, and now the entire world is on edge, and we're all probably going to die. So I'm a little scared. I'm probably going to get drafted if a World War III breaks out. And yeah, I do live in America, and they haven't implemented the draft in a while, but if World War III breaks out, very good chance I'll have to get drafted and sent out to fight in the desert or something. That's a little concerning. I don't feel ready for that, but regardless, I'm getting off topic. Yeah, world politics. You can look into that if you'd like. But today we're here to talk about The Mandalorian because I mean today is the first Friday since the release of Disney Plus that there hasn't been a new episode of The Mandalorian because season 1 is now finished. Season 2 is going to be coming out in fall 2020, in case you're wondering. So we have like a year to wait. I mean, less than a year, like 3/4 of a year, because it's coming out in the fall. So, but yeah. Huh. The Mandalorian. I'm going to keep it no spoilers. I'll tell you when I'll get into spoilers. I'll go into each episode individually and look at them all individually. But overall, I thought it was really enjoyable. I was pleasantly surprised. When I heard they were making it, I was like, all right, it's a show about a bounty hunter and he's gonna do bounty hunting things. Like, I guess that sounds kind of interesting. It's Star Wars. I'll watch it. But I wasn't really that excited for it. But then after watching episode 1, I really got into it. And there's 8 episodes in total. 8 episodes in total. Big brain. Yeah. I really enjoy them all. I don't. There's a couple of them that are kind of and not as fun or enjoyable. But I mean, overall, I think they're all pretty great. And of course, Baby Yoda. So, like, if you just want a total thing, I'd say it's almost worth. Like, if you just want, like, there you can still get. If you haven't gotten Disney Plus, you can still get like a 1 week free trial, and I recommend just getting that and watching The Mandalorian because The Mandalorian is definitely worth it just for that. It's really entertaining, and it's a good story too. It's made by let me see the information. I think it's where's the thingy? No, that's not what I want. Um, Details. Okay, yep. Yeah, creator Jon Favreau. So it is by Jon Favreau. Yep. Which is actually pretty impressive. And the thing is that each episode has a different director, I believe, which makes it really cool. Like each episode has like a different feel to it. So yeah, it's. I mean, Jon Favreau has like all of it behind it, and he's like he's like the guy with Marvel and stuff. And also Dave Filoni has like he directed an episode and he has a cameo in one part, and he had a big part in it as well. Dave Filoni is the guy behind the Clone Wars. So this series is in good hands with Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and everyone else that contributed to it. It's good. I mean, it's based after episode 6, um, and yeah, it's kind of like you just go into episode 1. All right, I'm gonna get into spoilers now, just so you know. Spoiler time. If you want to keep it no spoilers, then just leave now. But if you have seen it, which I'm assuming you probably have if you're watching this review, then continue on if you'd like. But let's see. So, Chapter 1, The Mandalorian. That's just what it's called, And basically, it starts out, he goes into a bar, he finds a guy, and he collects his first bounty, and then that's what we see. We get introduced. There's actually a reference to Life Day, which is a reference to the Christmas special. Remember when I was watching this first time, I was blown away. Like, they referenced the Christmas special? Like, what? That's just hilarious to me. And then he goes and meets the Empire guy, and he's like, all right, I have a job for you. You need to go find this client. The client is 50 years old. Or not like client, but like the target is 50 years old. Go find him. And so he goes and he goes in the desert. He meets an Ugnaught named Quill. And then they go off in the desert, and he meets IG-11, who's also hunting for the target. They find the target. IG-11 goes to shoot the target, and then the Mandalorian shoots him first. And then we see Baby Yoda. So that's where Baby Yoda showed the first time. And remember, I saw this, I'm like, what? And then it only gets better from there. Episode 2 is basically the Mando, what he's called. He goes back to his ship, and yeah, it's pretty great. He goes back to his ship, and then he has the baby with him the whole time. We get some of the best scenes just of Baby Yoda right in there, and it's really fun to watch just Baby Yoda do stuff. Like, I know there's all the memes about him, but like Baby Yoda's actually really fun to watch, and he's just entertaining, and the connection between him and Mando growing over time is really great. And then the Ugnaught helps him put his ship back together after the Jawas scrap it for parts. He goes and finds the Jawas, and he does stuff, and yeah. And then actually Baby Yoda uses the Force for the first time that we see and saves Mando, which is pretty great. Chapter 3 is called The Sin, and it's like really, really good episode. And the thing is, he goes back and, he's going to turn Baby Yoda in because the guy offered him Beskar steel, which is the type of metal that the Mandalorians use for armor, and he needs new armor. So he trades it off, but then he feels bad about what he did because he was worried what they're going to do with Baby Yoda. So he goes in there after he gets his new armor, beats up all the stormtroopers and the Empire people, and takes Baby Yoda as his own, and then leaves. And on his way out, he gets assistance from his fellow Mandalorians who are hiding there under the city, and they help him out and help him get away. And it's pretty great. Episode 4 is called Sanctuary. He goes to a small planet looking for some place to be safe. He finds a small village there. They're under attack by raiders. He meets Cara Dune, which is this lady that's she used to be a rebel, like a heavy gunner rebel with like a big machine gun and stuff. And they decide to help out the villagers because the villagers are under attack by these raiders. And these raiders have salvaged an AT-ST. And they go and take down the AT-ST, and it's actually really entertaining and it's shot pretty well. And I believe that episode was directed by Bryce Dallas Howard, and she's the lady from Jurassic World, the red hair lady. Yeah, that one's really cool. I like that one. Some people have called that those the low point because it only gets higher from this point on. So I guess that's kind of the low point, I guess. But like all the episodes are good, and it's just really comparison of which ones are really, really good. Yeah, from there, Mando goes on because he realized he can't stay with the baby because there are the bounty hunters tracking the baby. So 5, he goes to Tatooine, and he finds another bounty hunter who's going after this assassin sniper lady, and he's like, dude, listen, you're gonna die if you do that, so don't do that. And he helps the guy track down the assassin sniper lady, and then they do, and then they bring her in, and then Mando's like, wait, I'll go get help or whatever. I mean, personally, I thought this was the least entertaining episode. I wasn't a big fan of it personally. I don't know. It's just, eh. I mean, it was good, and it added to the story, but it's just kind of eh. There were some good references. He actually goes to the Mos Eisley Cantina. It's different now because it's been however many years, and there's a different bartender for whatever reason. And yeah, that episode. Then the bounty hunter he's helping out actually betrays him and tries to kill him, but then Mando kills him and takes Baby Yoda, so we're all good. And then Chapter 6, which is The Prisoner, really, really good. Basically, Mando gets together with some of his old buddies, and they're all on this job to find a prisoner and take him out of prison, but then all of his buddies betray him, so Mando goes on this really cool kind of killing spree, but he actually doesn't kill them because he's good, I guess. And yeah, he just beats them all up and puts them back in the prison cell to be found by the rebels. I mean, technically the New Republic because it's the New Republic now. But New Republic Rebels, kind of the same thing. And so yeah, that episode's really good. That's just like watch and enjoy sort of thing. Also, there's a cameo by the voice actor for Anakin Skywalker in the Clone Wars. He is actually in the episode as a rebel or a New Republic officer, which is kind of cool. He doesn't get to say much, so I didn't even notice until someone told me, but it's really cool. Also, Jon Favreau and some of the other directors have a cameo as X-wing pilots. Or I'm sorry, Jon Favreau wasn't in it. Dave Filoni was. Jon Favreau plays a Mandalorian in Episode 3. But yeah, there's a lot of cameos in it. It's actually ridiculous. Chapter 7 is where it gets like really, really epic because the guy who originally gave Mando his bounties and betrayed him, he betrayed Mando. He calls him back like, hey, we want to make things right. And then Baby Yoda actually saves this guy, and then, they move on, and stuff happens. And then finally at the end, they meet the old Empire guy that's like, please give me the baby, and they're going to try and betray him. But then an even higher up Empire guy comes with like 1,000,000 stormtroopers, and it's ridiculous. And then he has like a TIE fighter and Death Troopers, and that's where it ends. And I'm trying not to spoil. I mean, I'm already said I'm spoiling stuff, but like, that's just watch it. That's like really good. That's like probably one of my favorites. But definitely 8 is actually my favorite. The season finale, it's so good. I don't want to say so much happens. It's actually ridiculous. Like it's so good. Because then there's like the guy. He knows all of them. We get a face reveal of Mando because through this whole thing, Mando's been like, I can't take the helmet off, which is just like me. So relatable. I can't take this off. I'm trapped in it. But yeah, Mando has the thing where he can't take the helmet off in the presence of other life forms. And then IG-11, who's actually been reprogrammed by the Ugnaught, who in Episode 7 they went and found, also went and got Cara Dune. So they're all working together as a team now. And yeah, they're all together. And yeah, it's IG-11 saves his life because he got beat up. And he's like, I have to take your helmet off to save you. And then he's like, all right, everyone else leave first because you can't see my face. And then he takes it off and the camera sees him. So of course we see Pedro Pascal's face. And yeah, I find it funny that most of the scenes are pretty much just Pedro Pascal, like watching his stunt double make him money while he just does the voice lines. Just kind of a funny thing I noticed. He doesn't really, I mean, he does like a scene like that, but other than that, he doesn't really do much. But that's kind of a sidetrack. Yeah, that episode's really good. And then it ends with like the biggest thing ever. The Empire guy comes out of his TIE fighter. He has the Darksaber, like from the Clone Wars, which is ridiculous, and it was really cool to see it in live action. So I don't know where they're gonna go with that. But yeah, Mandalorian was a genuine surprise for me. I didn't really think it was gonna be as good as it was. So it was really entertaining. I think it's worth watching. Get Disney Plus if you don't have it, and just to watch that. Even if you just pay like the $7 for 1 month, it's worth it. It's very good. So yeah, that's my review. It's 2020 now. Hope you all had great 2019. We're starting off the new decade. We're probably going to die in a war anyway, so none of this matters. Life's kind of pointless anyway. Bye, everybody. Stay alive. If the nukes start dropping tomorrow, I hope. Actually, this probably won't go up till Sunday, so hopefully you get to watch this before you die in atomic fire. I'm sorry to end this so grim, but we live in a society, and we're all gonna die. So, bye everybody. Stay positive. Think happy thoughts. Bye.